Hey guys, Bracket Rocks back here with another video. Today, I researched every state and a fun fact for every state. So in this video, we're going to be talking about one fun fact for every state. So we're going to go from A through Z. We're going to start off with Alabama. Alabama is the only state to have an alcoholic beverage as the official drink, the Conecuh Ridge Whiskey. Alaska. 17 out of the 20 highest mountain peaks in America are located in Alaska. There are also around 100,000 glaciers in Alaska, covering about 5% of the state. Alaska is the largest U.S. state and is twice as big as Texas, the second largest state. Arizona. In Arizona, you can go to jail by cutting down a cactus. Arkansas. It is somewhat illegal to mispronounce the name when you're in Arkansas. California. California has the highest population of any U.S. state with 39 million. The population and GDP of California is greater than all of Canada. If California was its own country, it would have the 5th highest economy in the world. Colorado. Colorado is the only state to turn down the Olympics in 1976. Connecticut. Connecticut is the birthplace of the hamburger. Lewis's Lunch served the first hamburger in New Haven in 1900. Delaware. You can fit 36.5 Washington, D.C.s inside of Delaware. There are 200 times more chickens than people, and is home to reggae singer Bob Marley from 1965 to 1977. Florida. The Everglades in Florida is the only place in the world that has both crocodiles and alligators in it. Georgia. Georgia has the official state possum. It is also one of the 13 colonies. Hawaii. Hawaii is the only state not bordered by another state and is made up of only islands. It is the most southern point in the United States, and the Hawaiian alphabet has 13 letters, 5 vowels, and 8 consonants. All words end in a vowel. Every consonant is followed by at least one vowel, and every syllable ends in a vowel. Idaho. Idaho is bigger than all of New England combined, which is Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Illinois. The Windy City in Chicago has nothing to do with the weather. It is named because people are full of hot air. Indiana. Indiana is home to the Indianapolis 500, which is so big it could fit the whole country of Vatican City in it, as well as the Yankee Stadium, White House, Liberty Island, the Taj Mahal, the Roman Coliseum, the Rose Bowl Stadium, and the Churchill Downs. Iowa. Iowa has an island in the Mississippi River, which is home to about 500 people. Kansas. Kansas is home to Pizza Hut, White Castle, and icy drinks. Kentucky. Kentucky stayed neutral during the Civil War because Abraham Lincoln and Jefferson Davis were born there, the President of the United States and the Confederacy. Louisiana. You can get a $500 fine in Louisiana for delivering pizza to someone's house without them knowing first. Maine. 90% of the U.S. lobster supply in America comes from Maine. Maryland. Maryland is the birthplace of the Ouija board developed by Elijah Bond and Helen Peters. Massachusetts. In Massachusetts, it is illegal to scare pigeons. Michigan. Michigan is the magic capital of the world. Minnesota. There are 69,200 miles of rivers and streams located in Minnesota, which is enough to circle the equator 2.75 times. Mississippi. Mississippi has the most churches per capita. Missouri. Missouri is home to the country's most devastating tornado recorded, the Tri-State tornado of March 18, 1925, which killed 695 people, injured 2,024, and damaged 15,000 homes. Montana. Montana is the record holder for the greatest temperature change in one day. It went from negative 54 degrees Fahrenheit to 49 degrees Fahrenheit, a 103-degree rise on January 14th and 15th of 1972. Nebraska. Nebraska is the birthplace of Kool-Aid, which was invented by Edwin E. Perkins in 1927. Nevada. Nevada is the fastest growing state from 2000 to 2003. The population increased by 12.2%. It is also the national capital of nuclear testing. New Hampshire. The 1995 movie Jumanji was filmed in Keene, New Hampshire. It also has the most famous motto, "Live Free or Die," which dates back to the Revolutionary War. New Jersey. New Jersey is the 5th smallest state. It was named after an island of Jersey in the English Channel. New Mexico. By law, New Mexico still recognizes Pluto as a planet. New York. The original name was New Amsterdam. It is also the birthplace of LGBTQ+ rights. North Carolina. North Carolina is home to the most American Idol finalists. North Dakota holds the record for the most snow angels made in one place. 8,962 people made snow angels in Bismarck on February 17, 2007, beating the previous record of 3,784. Ohio is the only flag in the United States to not be in the shape of a rectangle. Oklahoma, the cow chip throwing capital of the world. In the city of Beaver, there's the annual World Championship cow chip throw that takes place in April. Oregon has more ghost towns than any other state. Pennsylvania, before Washington, D.C. was the capital, it used to be Philadelphia in Pennsylvania. Rhode Island was the first state to abolish slavery. Even though it is the smallest state, it has over 400 miles of coastlines, and it was the last colony to become a state. South Carolina was the first state to leave the Union before the American Civil War. 10 other southern states left in a span of 6 months, and they had their own president, Jefferson Davis. South Dakota has more shoreline than Florida. Tennessee, Jack Daniels was born and died in Tennessee. He kicked a safe out of frustration and died of lead poisoning. Texas is larger than any European country. It is so big that the city of El Paso is closer to LA in California than it is to Houston in its own state. Utah is home to the most Jell-O fans. Salt Lake City buys more Jell-O than any other state per capita. Vermont has the smallest capital and is the only capital to not have a McDonald's. Virginia is known as the mother of presidents, as 8 presidents were born here, the most of any state, 5 of which were re-elected. Washington has more glaciers than 47 states combined. West Virginia is the only state to be admitted under presidential proclamation. Wisconsin is the water park capital of the world. And finally, Wyoming. Not only does it have the smallest population with 581,000, it is also home to the smallest city in the world, Beaufort, which has 1 gas station, 1 post office, 1 house, and had a population of 1 person before he left in 2012. Today, it is known as a ghost town. And that is it. 1 fun fact from every state in the United States. That's all for this video. Like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.